My name's Clara and I'm a triple negative breast cancer survivor. I'm not the most regular person when it comes to posting on YouTube, but I'm going to try do it more often. Videos on my own, like I've been doing, and chatty videos with friends, hopefully chatting about things that might interest you. In this first video, I'm going to chat to my friend Robert O'Connor. The very first time I met Robert was him interviewing me.
The roles are reversed.
Yes.
Again.
So what was that? Rathmines FM, I think?
I was at college, I was studying journalism, and yeah, I interviewed you, I brought you in to interview. Can't remember, probably about your music, I'd say.
I asked Robert how the lockdowns affected him in regards to fitness and working out.
When the first lockdown happened, we had no warning. It was like, I think it was a Wednesday, and I remember being actually in the gym locker room when I heard that like people started to talk about, I don't watch the news generally, I don't watch the mainstream news, I don't listen to radio, I don't read newspapers, which is weird for an ex-journalist.
And weird for a musician actually, to not listen to the radio.
You know what, I think I live in a somewhat of a bubble, and I listen to the playlists that I enjoy, the radio stations that I enjoy that are just music, and I don't really watch TV. I just, like a lot of people our age, I guess I watch Netflix or, whatever streaming services that have what I like. But I remember hearing people talking about COVID and about this virus, and it kind of was going over my head, and I thought, oh, this is a China problem, this is not an us problem, and you forget that, now how much at the time it was a bit of a mystery to us.
So you were shocked that the gyms closed?
I was shocked that there was a possibility, but in the gyms you could already see that something was up, that things were happening very fast. I did get to thinking, right, what can I buy for home?
Yeah, so what did you get?
Well, I went to Lidl and I got a sandbag, which was like 17 kilo sandbag.
Yeah.
And then I bought, later, second lockdown, I bought the Hex dumbbells, again, like 17 kilos. So not what you would get in a gym. And it's the heavier they are, the more expensive they are as well.
Yeah.
So I think I paid like 150 quid for 2 dumbbells, and then probably, I can't remember what, for the sandbag, and I bought a kettlebell. But you're trying to find ways to mimic what you do in the gym at home. And you obviously don't have a squat rack, you don't have a bench press, but there is a certain amount you can do, but I think keep it focused, and there's something about the environment that you're in and the level of distractions. So it's kind of like, you're not going to be on your phone in the gym really, you're not going to have somebody walking and distracting you in the gym. You're in a place where that's what's supposed to happen is happening there. The main thing that I changed at the beginning, and what caused me to sort of fall off the wagon a little bit, was that I wasn't doing the first thing in the morning, which is when I was used to doing it, and then I would let other things get in the way. So for instance, if I was releasing music at the time, that's 6 weeks of a window of doing promo and prep and all that sort of stuff, and that would take all of my attention, and then by the end of the day, by like 4 or 5 o'clock, you think, to hell with it, I'm not in the mood. So I went to physio today because I had a hamstring injury, and that's something I wouldn't have, like, people associate injuries with actually working out and training. For me, generally when I get injuries is when I actually stop, which is weird, but it's because you're neglecting body parts and you're sedentary. And the physio said to me, were you training legs much? And I said, no, I've been a bit like upper body, like vanity workouts, which is the polar opposite. I normally am very like, I've lost a bit of size since the gym's closed, because my diet's not the same, and I'm not taking in the same amount of nutrients. But I neglected legs, and I was doing light workouts for the arms and shoulders and stuff, and so I think that's where you can go wrong. I think try and focus on overall, and also do the things that you maybe wouldn't do when you're at the gym. So like there's always certain body parts that people don't enjoy training. I say, why don't we use this time to maybe catch up those parts that are lagging?
A lot of people's mental health really suffered with the lockdowns. So I asked him how he's been.
I feel like it's been a roller coaster, and I've definitely had to come up with ways to keep myself focused and occupied. And I think if I was sitting at home having lost, part-time jobs, and we can't gig anymore, can't do any of the stuff, can't go to the gym, can't do any of the stuff that I love, can't see family and friends for the most part, I would have gone seriously downhill.
And do you think that exercise has helped with that?
Absolutely. I mean, exercise, trying to eat well, trying to not just abandon all of the rules that you've lived by just because the gym door has closed, or just because the world is in meltdown. There's certain things that you can do within your own self that you can still live by those rules. Like, I mean, I'm into nutrition, and I'm not suddenly going to become a couch potato and eat processed foods all day long because I can.
I know, but it is hard with lockdowns.
It's difficult, but I feel like if I spiral a little bit, or if I slip a little bit, I catch myself before I've gone that bit too far.
Are you into cardio?
I would say that's a stretch, but I'm doing it as a way of getting out of the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you run?
No, I absolutely do not run. I think I'm conditioned not to run because always in the past when I've run or done any really excessive cardio, it's been like muscle loss. So I think my general genetic body type like tries to
Yeah.
pull me back weight wise. So I always
I do think a little bit of running or slow running or jogging, it's good for your heart.
Oh yeah, definitely for the heart.
And it's
yeah.
good to mix things up, and it's good for endorphins.
I love the
feel-
Stairmaster, but I don't have a Stairmaster at home. So
But I feel really happy when I do it, and I only really took it up near the end of chemotherapy. I just thought this is another thing I want to do. I want to push myself, and I have asthma, but my asthma's actually been pretty okay the last year, which
Thank
is a bit
God.
mad. But when I was jogging or slow running, I used to do it and then walk and then run again. And
Interval.
I'd have to take a bit of a
Yeah.
walking break. But in the last few days, it's really weird because I go for my jogs, my runs every day now. The last few days, I'm able to do it consistently for 40 minutes to an hour. It's so
yeah,
weird.
your endurance is just
I don't
building
know,
up.
or maybe it's the power of the mind over the body, I don't know. But it's also music, because I listen to a lot of music when I do it.
Yeah, for me, the soundtrack to anything, no matter what I'm doing, if I'm washing the dishes or cleaning the floor or going if I am going for a walk, that will dictate my mood and my interest in doing that particular task.
Yeah. And what do you listen to working out?
I've actually, funny enough, a lot of the records that came out just pre-pandemic, like the Tame Impala record, the Pet Shop Boys Hotspot record, and then the Weeknd's album has been my favourite album of the last year, for sure. A lot of like 80s influences mixed with a bit of urban in there as well.
So, I will be back again with more videos, but if you don't know Robert's music, do check it out, because you
Also
have a lot
workout
of...
friendly.
I was just going to say that. Robert has a lot of dance remixes of his singles, and they're really great for working out. I will be back again with more videos and with some more friends chatting to them. So if you like this video, do subscribe, and please do take care of yourself in these crazy times.